Hi guys, and welcome back to Dan's Kitchen Garden Allotment. On today's episode, I'm down the allotment just doing a few bits and pieces. The weather has started to change. The woolly hats come out now to keep the bulb patch warm. So on today's video, basically I've been doing YouTube for about 3 years now, and I've noticed on the last 3 or 4 videos the sound has been absolutely disgusting on the videos. I've had to be really close to the camera like this so you can hear me, which is no good for anything. So about 3 years ago I started off with this camera selfie stick. It's brilliant. The only problem is if you need it to stand into the ground and stuff like that so you can do scenes like this, no good. I'll probably use it maybe off the off chance. And then about a year ago I went out and I brought this camera tripod. It's another sort of selfie stick. As you see, it's got a twisty end and it's also got a little fork. This was good for, it was quite good. It wasn't that bad. The only problems is it's very thin. Any little bit of wind, it just blows straight off. So this is very good for in the kitchen when I'm cooking and I've got a tight spot to go to and I need to film from a tight spot. The other thing I brought was a tripod. This tripod I paid about 16 pounds for, and it's good for the videos back then, but now it's just no good for me. As you've seen in the previous videos, this selfie tripod has fallen over in the wind. I lost the twisty handle bit to move the top, so I thought it's time to go out and buy new for everything. As you can probably hear the sound of this video coming over, I can actually move wherever I want now, and you can still hear me. I've got a wireless microphone on now, what's connected up to the camera, so the sound of the videos will be a lot more better. But if I don't use them, I can think of someone who uses gaffer tape quite a bit to film, so maybe they get sent to him. I have got more tripods and exactly the same things back home what I've used in the greenhouse and stuff like that. So let's turn the camera around and show you the new setup I've got. So this was the previous tripod I was using in my normal videos. As you can see, it comes up and then you've got a little clip for your phone. And the only problem we had was it's very wobbly. Very wobbly, very thin. So I've decided to upgrade to this new setup. So then, as you can probably hear, I'm on the phone's mic at the moment, and sometimes it can be quite difficult. So I've gone out and I've brought a Booyah transmitter. They were about £60 to buy, and the sound from the Booyah speaker to the phone is absolutely fantastic. I've also brought a light just in case we're in the dark spots like the shed and that. And I believe they call this the camera cage here. Just goes around and it's called the camera cage. And I've also got a new phone grip which turns this time and it doesn't clamp the phone so bad, so it doesn't do any damage to the phone. Moving down to the tripod, it's a much more solid tripod. It's also got a little hook on here, so if it's a windy day you can hang a bag on there and it'll keep it a lot more sturdy. It's got a lock feature, and the other thing is I like about this camera tripod, it's solid. So that is the new camera setup. I'm going to clip back to the normal mic now, and then you'll hear the difference. So then, I've got the wireless mic on now. I'm right down the bottom of my allotment. You can actually hear me now. I haven't got to be really close up to the camera, so it's all muffly. As I said, they're about £60 to buy off of eBay. I'll leave the link in the description below. And it just opens up a lot more opportunities where I can film a lot more on the allotment. So that is the new camera equipment for the moment. Hopefully with this system I can still change over to the camera, so hopefully I'm going to save a few pennies and get a G7X camera. Let's get on with something else now. So then, at Halloween, we've just had a Halloween. I hope everyone went and watched the Halloween special. This was the winning pumpkin B, and that was my daughter's. She was really happy. But unfortunately, Halloween's come to an end, and I don't like to see these go to waste. Yes, you can put them in the compost bin, but you can also turn them into a bird feeder. So I'm going to turn this into a bird feeder. We start is to get rid of the lid. That can go straight into the compost bin. Get yourself a nice sharp knife, and we just cut around. Cut it in half. Top section, stick it into the compost bin. And this section here, what you want to do, get your knife and poke a little hole into the side of it. It's nothing pretty, but it does the job. I'll just put these down here for now. The other thing you want to do is to carve a little groove into here. And get a bamboo cane, and that hole you've just made, thread it through. You want to leave a little bit on the edges for the birds. Then you get a little bit of string. You tie it to one end of it. Yes, this will rot away eventually, but the birds will pick at the side of the pumpkin. As you can see, there's a few little seeds in there too, so it's all good for the birds. And that's basically how it would hang. The only other thing I'll do is probably just take a little bit more off of the front. Grab some seed. And that is ready to be hung up. As you can see, inside I've got the seed, got a place for the birds to land, and they will pick at the side of it too. The only other thing I would do is grab a knife and just push it straight through the bottom. That is mainly for drainage purposes only. That is another way, instead of chucking your pumpkins in the bin and turning them into a little bird feeder for a bit of time for them. So I'll go and hang this up and I'll show you. I'll show it up to you closer. Need to put a little bit more seed in it, but the birds will enjoy that. I'm not growing anything there, so let's let the birds enjoy a bit of seed. They've left most of the vegetables alone all year, so I'm quite happy to do that for them. So then guys, if you think the sound has improved so much more better, the camera equipment's a lot more easier to be using. So guys, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're watching this video and you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button and make sure that the bell notification is switched on. If you have any comments or questions, or just want a general chit chat, put it in the comment section. I'll catch you in the next